My name is Steve Barkdoll. I'm from Garrison, Iowa, 48 years old, and I have 2 children, Kirby and Austin, and a wonderful girlfriend, Kelly. You know what? When I was in high school, my dad started racing, and he was an auctioneer, and there was a opportunity at a farm sale that somebody didn't buy a dirt street stock, and he decided to buy it for $200 and ran that year for a couple races. And the guy said, "Next year you want to run Daytona?" And he said, "Sure." And so he went on to Daytona and ran Talladega and Daytona for a few years, and he started to ARCA race and then NASCAR race, and then I got the opportunity to move down and run his racing team, and then move from there to Andy Petrie Racing, a Skull Bandit team with Harry Gant, Robert Presley, and Kenny Schrader. And then when Andy closed down his doors, I went to work for Phoenix Racing down in Spartanburg about 6 years ago. I was with him 9 years. You know, Andy was the second person I met when I moved down here in 1986. Best male friend in life, and other than my dad. But we worked off and on. I still say I work for him, he just doesn't pay me for it. You know, I've been really blessed, I think, from my dad's team to the different teams that I've worked with. Anybody from Davey Allison, Dale Jarrett, to guys like that we're running now, Sterling Marlin. Right now we have Landon Castle, Mike Bliss. Tony Stewart won in some trucks that we ran with Andy. Kenny Schrader, like I said. Harry Gant, Robert Presley. Boy, you know, if I prepared for this, I'd have a pretty big list for you. But Jamie McMurray, Jimmy Spencer, Johnny Sauter. Just a whole list of drivers. I can't think of any more off the top of my head, but there's a lot more. You know, I think always when my dad raced, it was always fun and exciting because it's your dad out there on the track. And he raced back when the whole field, actually everybody qualified over 200 at Talladega. So that was exciting. But probably winning the first Cup race with Andy Petrie at Talladega in 2001, in April 22nd, 2001, being a big part of that was really cool. That was a big race. Tony Stewart won a truck race for us at Richmond, where he jumped off the bed of the truck and landed in my arms. That was really cool. And then 2 years ago with Brad Keselowski, I was the spotter. And helped him, and we won at Talladega once again. So those three probably pop out in my brain. And then anytime Andy races, and helping him is always quite a good time. You know, you get that question a lot, and you know, I think that's one of the things that I try to do most is to make sure that I appreciate what I get to do for a living. Right now, we're a small company. There's only about 18 of us that work there, and we're really working about 7 days a week. And you kind of it gets to be a grind. But on the same hand, when I'm walking up to the spotter stand, let's say at Daytona, and I'm going in amongst 70,000 people, and I see these people, and they're wanting your autograph, and they're just telling you they're pulling for you. You know, it's an honor to be able to do this. And I think, you know, at NASCAR there's about 3,500 of us that travel every week in, week out to the races. And, you know, of the 300 million or whatever there is in the United States, that's a pretty elite group. So I try to thank the Lord for the blessings that I have, you know, from my family. But racing has been a big part of my life. I've been very blessed to make a living at what a lot of people would like to do as a hobby. This is a sponsorship that came about, you know, security benefits, and you can go to Security Benefit Racing at Facebook. The Security Benefit is an annuity insurance company that handles a big portion of all the retirement funds for all the schools and teachers across America. And one of their VPs, Dottie Madison, a wonderful person, came up with an idea, you know, Thank a Teacher Today. And the platform is just really starting out and just really being built. I was up in Chicago last week at the NEA, which is the National Education Association convention, and they just want to be thankful to the teachers that are out there. Whether you're 5 or 95, we've all had teachers, and we've all had people that have helped us through life, and they've decided to give back in a way and let the teachers be, thanked throughout the car program and that type of stuff. And but it's something I love to give back. I love to be able to say, hey, it's not all about taking, it's about giving back. And so to thank teachers, to look back in my, I have Mr. Shepherd and think back of the teachers that helped me through school and helped me with the different things. I feel really good about this program. It's our sport, unfortunately, is a little different than your local businesses. We kind of go contract to contract. I'm the general manager of Phoenix Racing, and we have a sponsor right now, but that changes day to day. I like what I do. I'm very blessed to do what I do. I hope to continue to manage this team and hopefully take it to bigger things in the future. New owners, new ownership, more cars. Add teams to it and that type of stuff, but just stay in NASCAR. I really like NASCAR, and it's with the economy like it's been the last few years, it's hard to go in to a lot of these companies and ask for millions of dollars. But hopefully we'll continue to race, and my owner likes racing, so one way or the other we'll be racing hopefully into the future.